What's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter. TC Talk, TC Fitness. Glad to hear with my people. Back at it again with another video. Welcome to the channel. Everlasting Awareness. Yes, I changed the YouTube channel name, and I did it all for a reason. They'll do anything to keep the masses of people distracted. Distracted from the truth, distracted from what you really need to learn about yourself. One of the most important things that you got to learn about yourself is, what is your purpose? What are you here to do? And how are you willing to free yourself from the mental enslavement? We've all been programmed, conditioned, indoctrinated into thinking that you have to live life a certain way, the same way that everybody else is living it. But until you open your eyes to the truth, until you start to go within to ask yourself, what is the answers? Not saying you know it all, because you don't. I don't know it all. But until you try to look at life a little bit differently, you'll continuously get the same results as everybody else. Now, one of the things that you got to come to terms with in life is that you don't know anything. That's one of the hardest truths, bro. Realizing you know nothing. Realizing that everything that was taught to you came from somebody else. Nobody else can determine your life, right? Nobody can dictate what you're going to be in life, the type of person that you're going to become. Nobody gets to determine that. Every day, you are creating your own reality. Your thoughts, your actions, your vibration, your frequency, what you allow into your mind, and what you put into your body. If you think in lack, that's what you're going to create. If you think in abundance, that's what you're going to create. And I'm not trying to sound like one of these woo-woo channels or anything like that, but it's just the facts, bro. Our natural state as spiritual beings is abundance. But we get put into these forms of programming where we get paid by the hour for the work that we do at a job that we don't own, and the amount of money that you get paid keeps you in the scarcity mindset because you know that it's not enough. So when people don't question the system, when people don't question the things that are happening to them, they just conform to it. But conformity is a form of fear. Question everything and realize that you know nothing. When you work a job, you see a lot of the older people that's there, and they might be angry, they might be bitter, they might be miserable. It's because they gave their entire life to a job without questioning the system. They never thought outside of the box on how they can make more money through assets, through ownership. They never questioned that. They just went with the mundane routine. I work this job, I get a paycheck, I give the money back to the system, I do it all over again. It is a rinse and repeat thing. And when you don't question the system, you just do, once again, what everybody else is doing. And then they give us more distractions. TV, telling lies to your vision. I tell you all the time, the music industry, the message that they portray to the masses of people, the messages, right? because you can listen to music and not really get affected by it mentally, but it's the messages that they portray to the masses of people: negativity, violence, girls shaking their booties, having their cleavage out, men being, drug dealers and stuff like that, or killers and all this extra stuff. Is all to portray it to the masses of people that you're not worth anything, and you got to be this, this, and this, and you don't. Then when you talk about something positive, people don't want to hear that. Majority of people are conditioned to enjoy negative things. Y'all see the world that we living in. Y'all see the planet that we living on, bruh. Majority of people are numb. They are emotionless, bruh. And it is crazy. It is sad. Somebody would love to see another person fail rather than see them succeed. And then majority of the world lives in such of a lack mentality because they feel like somebody else's success takes away from them when it should. Nobody is stopping you from being a successful individual. Nobody is stopping you from meeting your higher self. Nobody is stopping you from your calling. It's you doing it to yourself. Are you putting in the work? Are you staying grounded with your energy? Are you raising your vibration and frequency, bro? Are you even staying? Let me make sure this is on. It should be. Oh, hold on. Are you even staying true to yourself? All right. Those are some of the main questions that you have to answer, even if it's not on. It's all right. All right, it's on. But those are some of the main questions that you got to answer. Are you staying true to yourself, bro? Are you looking at yourself as an owner, or are you looking at yourself as just a consumer, and you just doing the mundane tasks that everybody else is doing? Like, you have to you have to be willing to free yourself from being conformed. You have to be willing to free yourself from the system, bro. You got to be willing to think differently because there's endless amounts of possibilities in this world, in this human experience, bro. You got to start retaining your energy. You got to start taking back your power so that you can start realizing who you are. Not even realizing it, you can start remembering who you are. Because a lot of us forgot who we are, bro. Because you've been indoctrinated. Once again, it's all about controlling the masses of people. If they can control your mind, they can control your life. Question if I was about to say question everything, but if you're a spiritual being having a human experience, if you don't question anything in the system, you will just do whatever the system tells you to do. You wasn't put on this planet to fit in. You was put on this planet to stand out. Keep working on yourself. Make sure you're getting in the gym. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're journaling. You're focusing on making money outside of the W-2 job. You're focusing on building yourself, building your foundation, taking care of you, changing your mentality. And you got to stay consistent. You got to put in the work every day. Can't give up when things get hard. Can't give up because you're not seeing quick results. Life don't work like that. You got to stay determined. You got to stay dedicated. You got to be willing to get out your comfort zone. Jobs keep people comfortable. That's all that is there for, to keep you comfortable. But to never ask yourself, could I make more than what this job is paying me? Why does somebody else determine my worth? Why is somebody else telling me when I have to clock in and clock out or when I get paid? That's a form of control. So question everything. This is Everlasting Awareness. TC Talk, TC Fitness, Terrence Carter. And I'll make sure I make some more videos for y'all. I love y'all. Keep rocking out with me. Subscribe if you are new. Give the video a thumbs up. And free yourself. Free your mind. All right?